Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesusjunkjournals, and again I've got video issues. So here we go with the July Go You project. You're going to get your kit, and basically we're just cutting the pieces out, and then I will have audio explaining how to put this together. So here we go. Okay, and I want to show you this piece right here because it's not very clear, but we're going to cut this in half, and then those other lines are going to be score lines because that's going to make our accordion. So cut that in half, and then we'll get out our scoreboard and we will score these, which it is a 1/2 inch increments here that we're going to score. So we'll go ahead and do that. Both of them. And then we're going to fold it in a zigzag back and forth. I love making these. I like accordion pockets. I think they're cool. And then the scriptures, whenever we get the pocket made, you can, some of these you'll have to fold in half probably to get them to fit in there. This one will probably fit, but we'll do what we have to do to get them in there. Then we're going to take, this is the flap, and fold up, score it on the dotted line. If you don't have a scoreboard, you can also just use a, like a table knife, something dull, and put just a little bit of a cushioned background under it, and just use a ruler and score it if you want to. I've used the back of an X-Acto knife, not the front, not the sharp end, but the back side of it, and just drug it across a fold line and it'll fold. But I resisted buying the scoring board for a long time because it was expensive, I thought, and I didn't think I needed it, but I'm so glad I bought one. So I do highly recommend having a scoring board. Okay, and then we've got one more thing. We have the actual pocket itself. Why did I put that away? And we're going to score it on that dotted line. And then we're going to score it like 4 times, 3 times, whatever you feel like you want. Let me make sure I've got that lined up. And that is going to be kind of the give in the bottom of your accordion pocket. Forms the bottom, so you can see it clear on this side. So that gives you the room to put things in your accordion pocket. So you can just kind of fold those a little bit, and that gives you that space you need. You do it on the very last one. You notice I'm not making it really sharp. I'm just kind of letting it be. Kind of letting it be. Okay, I'm using pH neutral PVA and putting this on this side. Make sure your design is out where it will show. And gluing that in, and then the other one will go over here. So I'm going to put the glue on here. Had to go unstick my glue. I haven't used it for so long. It was not cooperating with me, and I'm just going to eyeball it, put it in about the same position as I have the other one. Looks like I got a little carried away with my glue. And then you can put the glue on this panel. And then you just kind of want to fold those down. It's a little tricky. Push those down, and then put this panel over it and then push it down so it glues. It's going to hold it for a second. The PVA glue doesn't grip quickly like the art glitter glue or the Barely Art glue. So that's the downside of it. The good side of it is it lets you have a little bit of time to reposition things if you don't have it right where you want it. So it's just kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So you can see how that accordion gives you all that space and is collapsible. And then we're going to take our flap and we're going to glue it in. But before I do that, I think I will take a stencil and do a little bit of design work on here. You have all sorts of junk to glue in, so you can cover it with junk or stamping or whatever you like to do. I'm just going to grab a couple of stencils here and use, let's see, I've got pinks, rose, or rather like a oranges, and what am I trying to say? Corals. So let me grab, let's see, I think I'll use this. This looks sort of corally. Abandoned coral. All right, there we go. And then use a stencil, just kind of, and I always kind of like to use 2 colors when I do this stenciling. So I'm going to use, oh, what else do I have? I think I'll use the orange, really orangey, so I'll get a contrast, and that's the carved pumpkin, it looks like. So let me put that on here too. I'm getting a little bit of a contrast there. Now, what I should have done, obviously, is done this before I glued it, but I always do things like this. I don't know about you guys, but all right, I am not going to worry about getting the pattern exactly right. I think it'll be fine. And then I'll do this whole flap. Which is what I should have done with the other one, but do what you can do, right? Hope you guys are having fun today. And I've got a Bible study for this month coming out, so you can be looking for that. And there we go. All right, got that on there. And do I want to, I guess, oh, you know what else I want to do is I want to do rounded edges. So let me get my punch for rounded edges, and I'm going to do these 2. And then I'm going to hit this with a little bit of ink just to finish it off. I can't get away from inking. I do love to ink. I do feel like it adds something and it kind of finishes off, especially cut edges. If you've got edges that you didn't quite cut perfectly, it kind of hides the imperfection, so to speak. Okay, so we're going to glue that on there now. Let's see, do I want to do it now? Yeah, I do. Okay, because we're going to do the circles closures. Ooh. I do miss the fine tips on the art glitter glue too with this glue, but usually, to be honest, I've got it semi-clogged up, and I have to stick a needle in it to open it, and then when I do that, I get that narrow opening kind of by default. But I cleaned the tip out today because it had been so long, and so now it's wide open and giving me way more glue than I need. Okay, there we go. So there's our pocket. And so now what we're going to do is take a 1-inch punch, and you can punch it out of white paper or any of your colored papers, brown paper, whatever you like. And what do I feel like today? I think, well, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and punch these. So you're going to want 8, not 4, because we're going to glue 2 together and 2 together for thickness. So let me do that. And if you're using pretty paper, you can use 1 scrap piece and 1 piece that's pretty. on the top because only the top circle will show. So, okay, and I think what I'll do is just hit it with some ink so it's not completely white, like that. Those are my circles. Okay, so you have 4 circles. Each circle, I use 2 thicknesses. You can do it however you want to do it, but with cardstock, I like 2 thicknesses, and then you end up with 4 circles. And then you're going to stack them like this, and I'm going to use my awl from my bookbinding kit, and I'm going to get a little piece of Amazon packaging, and I'm going to eyeball this. I like to do it from a plain white background. It's easier for me to see where the center is. And I just eyeball it, poke a hole, and same thing with these 2. And they're ready to have the brads put in them. So now we want to see where do we want to put them. And I'm going to use a ruler. This is 7.5 inches, and so we want to make our mark 3 3/4 inches in. So like right here, but we want to move it down here. 3 3/4 inches. So let me poke another hole and then put 3 3/4 inch hole here. You want to check where this is going to hit. So your circle goes down here on this piece. And so you're going to want to mark it down here at 3 3/4 inches. So let me move my circle out of the way. 3 3/4, about right here. That's where I'm going to want that. So you just take your brad and put it through your 2 circles and put it through the hole. Spread out the feet. And same with this one. Like that. And then we're going to take string, and I'm going to use my wax linen thread that I used to bind the journals with. And I'm going to tie it on the top. So let me get it between the 2 circles and tie a double knot. And just clip it off. And then wrap it a couple of times, or however many times you want it to wrap, like that, and then just cut it off. And that is it. There we go. So as simple as can be. Okay, so now all we have to do is however you want to decorate the backs of these. You can stenciling or franken paper on the back, however you want to do it. I think I'll just do stenciling, and then let's see how these, I knew that one was not going to fit. This one I think will fit like it is, and this one, yeah, will fit in there. And this one, you're going to have to fold it in half, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and stencil it, and then I'll fold it. And then you can add in whichever ones you want besides that. There's plenty of room. Okay, so back to the stencil. And so this one, let's see, this is the one that needs to be folded. I should probably use my scoreboard. So just to make a nice neat fold. And this is, looks like 6 3/4. So 3 3/8 is where I want to score it. 1, 2, 3. We'll see if that comes out right. Yep. Well, sorta. So I'll put that in, and that adds a little color and a little thickness too on the inside, so that's kind of nice. Quick and easy. You can make 5 or 6 and give them away as witnessing tools, and hopefully everybody will think they're awesome when you give them out. And there you go. July go ye. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.